each time you respond versus react, you're able to see your own light again and again and again every time that you do that. And you gain confidence that way because you understand the beautiful person that you are. And, again, that applies to everybody. But I do feel, being an Aries, that it's really sad that a lot of Aries get a bad rep. And it's just not fair because a lot of the times it's not even true. But because of that stereotype, sometimes it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So it's like we go into situations, in the past at least, knowing, don't mind my hand, by the way, I was painting earlier and I can't get this off. But we go into situations knowing what people are already assuming about us. And unfortunately, in the past, that creates a false mask. And we know that we're not going to be ourselves fully. But lately, we've been stripped of all of that, right? And we've really had to find our place, a place inside of ourselves that is truth. That's truth. We've had to find our truth again. This card wanted to come. Okay, Archangel, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, please clarify this growth card for Aries, November 2018. Okay, we have one more card for Aries. Sweet. Okay, well, this is really not good, but perhaps this is the energy of what you were feeling before, or maybe you're still going through ups and downs with this. This is the Nine of Scrolls or the Nine of Swords in traditional tarot, and you got it reversed, which could mean, hopelessness, torment, just very severe depression, okay? So, what I'm really getting there, this makes me want to cry, Aries, because I definitely know this feeling. And, this is applying to your health. So whether it's physical, emotional, or mental health, you've been at a place where you feel hopeless because it's like, look, all these scrolls represent all the time she's tried, all the methods she's been trying, and it's one number away from the highest one, 10, which would be, a loss. But what am I saying? Because in the same token, the fact that it is reversed and because it's right under this growth card. See how our minds can mess with us? I was solely focused on this, forgetting about this beautiful growth card here, okay? And so I'm like here worrying that this is the truth, but it's not, because it's surrounded by all this beauty, which means you're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You're recovering, okay? You are recovering. You are letting go of negative energies that have bound you, that have made you sick, that have made, just made you lose a lot of energy. You're also possibly learning to cope in different ways. Perhaps in the past, again, your coping method was to react and freak out or have a tantrum. And I'm not placing judgment because that was me as well, if that's you. But you're learning to cope in different ways, in healthier ways. Not with alcohol, drugs, not with people, love. And here you go. Remember I said you're learning to possibly accept help from others? You don't have to go at it alone, Aries. Just because we are number one and we are solo usually, we come into the world as a solo energy. We don't have the energies of those signs that were before us because there wasn't anything before us. But 6 of Stones, look how beautiful this tree is. It's like the tree of life. And it's another 6. 6 of Stones, which is Pentacles in traditional tarot. And also look at the harmony of this tree. Look how everything's like even, harmonic. And this is also, wow, I just realized this looks very similar too. You see the braid here, it sort of looks like, if you've ever seen medical, the image of the snake and the two snakes around whatever it is, but you know what I'm talking about. Blah. What I'm trying to say, Aries, is that you are finally finding your community. You're accepting the community, and you're seeing that we all need help from each other. Not one of us, and I said a similar message actually to Scorpio with this too, pretty crazy, but that we do need each other. We can't just be these solo whatever people and think that we can get through life that way, because that's not the point of this lifetime. That's not the point of any of our lifetimes. The point of these lifetimes is collaborating and learning and connecting. So this is, because of that, you're going to feel valued. You're going to be valued because you're valuing yourself. You're going to gain your power back because you're not giving it away to others by reacting in irrational ways. And you're really going to feel that sense of community, truly. Yeah, that's beautiful. And look at this. You're realizing your destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. Cycles of life, bad cycles ending, good one is beginning now. And that's the faith. You had faith enough to get through these tough times. You didn't give up. And so I can say, even if you have felt this way, Don't fret, because a new cycle is beginning. And as they say, when it feels like the end, that's when it's really the beginning. So now we're going to clarify your spirit card. So Archangels, spirit guides. Is that 3? Do I want to take these 3? I don't even know. I kind of feel like these are definitely the cards. So here we go. Cool. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands too, by the way. Inspiration, creation, beginnings. Okay. So let's see here. Spirituality and religion. The first card you got here is the 2 of Swords, which typically is like, look at, she's blindfolded, or he's blindfolded with the 2 swords. So it's like they're blind and they don't know which way to swipe, to hit, to protect themselves. They're sitting on the fence. They don't know, they can't make a choice. And it's an inability to see truth. So again, just like this Scrolls card, I'm going to say that this was you previously, perhaps. But because I know that a lot of Aries have been going through so much for a few years now, for like 7 years, because of, the whole Uranus BS. Lovely planet. But it honestly, it's what's saving us. And you may have not felt that way in the past, or maybe you still don't feel that way, but trust me, you will. Because look at here. You got Temperance in the center, which is the balancing. You're balancing out everything you know. Again, how many balancing cards do we have here? Wow. Aries, you really are. You're balancing. This is also the card of Sagittarius, so of course there could be a Sagittarius involved in this. And it's, it's your spirit card, so maybe there's a Sagittarius who's passed on, who has been sending you messages and sending you signs, or you have a Sagittarius in your life. I'm going to say that was like an angel in disguise that maybe made you feel this way, but really was what you needed to change your life. And last, you got the King of Swords, which is structure, okay? Clear thinking. It's self-discipline, strength, logic, you're being rational. Again, because you understand who you are, that you are above just your body. You're not just your body, and you're not just this life and everything that you've experienced, or things that you've done and things that people have done to you. You're eternal, and you are getting that. You really, really are. So, last but not least, guys, I do want to get a little spirit animal card for you guys. So this will be whenever you see this animal, okay? If you see this animal, whether that is in a poster, a flyer, a magazine, TV, movies, whether you see it in the clouds, the image looks, the cloud looks like this animal, or you see it in water, whatever. It doesn't really matter, because even if it doesn't look like that to somebody else, it's your subconscious speaking to you. So it matters for you. So whenever you see these animals or this animal, I want you to think back to whatever you were thinking about right before that, as well as look at the time, because there's messages in all of that. The animal you're receiving, what they represent, is going to have to do with whatever you were thinking about. Put the two together, as well as the time. Look up the time, whether it's 2:33 or 2:22, very common, good one. Look that up and look up the spiritual meaning of that number, okay? What is Aries' spirit animal? November. What's the animal that's with Aries for November? Spirit animal, Aries. Oof. Spirit animal, Aries. Oh. You know what's funny, Aries? Is this card, whatever this is. Oh wow. That's so cool. This card was like popping out, but I was like, I'm not going to take it, because who knows? I want to really be accurate and clear. You got Parrot. So it says, the symbolism of the parrot is love, prophecy, verbosity, and mediation. Oh my God, again. Mediation, temperance, balance. Anyway, the parrot has had a variety of symbolic meanings in different times and places. In pre-Columbian America, it was considered to be an oracle able to predict the weather. In Hinduism, it was an omen of love that carried Kama, the god of love, on its back. The Pueblo Indians considered the parrot a supernatural bird of the sun, an association that likely arose from its brightly colored plumage. Because of its incessant chatter and ability to imitate speech, the parrot has also been associated with foolishness and loquaciousness. However, this talent for speech also deemed the bird an interlocutor between the human and spirit worlds. Oh my God, human and spirit worlds. That's really cool. That is so cool. So remember, Aries, parrot. Don't forget about that. It's really crazy too, because for me, I literally saw something about a parrot just before this. I was watching another reader, and they were talking about their parrot. A reader that I really like, that I feel really resonates. Anyway, I love you guys. And I hope that this reading helped you. I hope you received the messages you need. And I'll see you mid-month for your November mid-month readings in about 2 weeks, okay?